to my list of the top games of 2021. We've already done a video of 11 through 20. Now we're going to count down the top 10. If you agree or disagree, or if I missed something, please comment below and I'll tell you maybe I haven't played it, or maybe I didn't like it as much as you did, or maybe it was disqualified for being another version of an older game. Looking at you, Zombicide. So let's count down our top 10. Number 10 is Wishland. Now, there were a few games that kind of have been released slowly about building a theme park, and this is one of them. It has an economic vibe to it as you're playing cards down to build up your theme park, but this is one of the ones I had a really good time with. Contrast that with Danger Park, which ended up being a little bit too fiddly and a little bit too this, a little bit too that for me to enjoy it too much. And this is more of a Euro-type card collection, set collection, theme park building game, and one that was very appealing to us. Number 9 is Immune, and this is a hidden gem that most people don't know about. This is about curing a sickness in a body. I always pretend like we're the doctors in the game, but you're going to be working as a cooperative nature, or you can play this solo, and you can kind of heal the body up and go through. It's a very good design from a first-time designer that I don't think a lot of people have played, and this one's fell under the radar, and I think it's one you should check out and try and track out. Number 8 is Exhibition 20th Century. This is a card drafting game, but you got to be very particular about which cards you draft and where you put them on the board, because certain parts of your board are going to require them to be in certain type of order, and you need to be as close to that as possible, otherwise you're going to get negative points. So it can be kind of cool to go through the years, the 20th century, and see what item was from each year and how it's going to fit into your timeline. So Exhibition 20th is one that we use also for homeschooling, that I think that can also be a fun game. It's not just an educational tool. So check this one out. Number 7 is a Snallgaster Situation, which is basically Stranger Things, the board game. I play this with my family, and I played it with adults. It's been a hit with both. It's a cooperative game, but one person will kind of play the hidden kid, Will, from Stranger Things, if you will, which would be kind of like the GM of the experience until he's found and he becomes part of the party. It's a very fun experience. It has some wonky things and different scenarios and stories you can go through. But this is one I haven't heard a whole lot about. I don't understand, because if I promise you, if it had Stranger Things on it, it would sell like hotcakes. Maybe it has, but it's not one I've heard a whole lot about, but it's one that we've definitely enjoyed this year. Number 6 is In the Deep. Now this is like, I don't know, cyberpunk type game. We're moving around the board and you have missions that you're trying to accomplish in order to beat the board, and the board will kind of come back and fight. It has a lot of style to it. And it also is one I've not heard a lot about. And because of the look of the game, maybe it was because it was on Kickstarter or something like that. But this is one that I'm kind of newer to, so it could go up and it could go down. But I am really digging so far in the 2021 year. Number 5, I think, has been a hit and already has a second Kickstarter that's already been successfully driven, and that is Canvas. This is a light gateway-esque type game where you're trying to build works of art, and all the work of art go into sleeves, and they're crafted to create an experience of artwork, and it works very beautifully. So that's one I would recommend highly for any family. Number 4 is Merchant Cove. Now, Merchant Cove is a beast to teach because it's very asymmetrical. Each player will be playing a completely different game with the same goals that you have. It can be played solo also, which I haven't yet played solo, so it's not going to be on a solo list, spoiler alert, but it does have this goal that everybody's going after, but how you go. Like, there's a time travel that kind of looks like Rick and Morty, or maybe Back to the Future vibe, and you have some that might be set collection, etc., and everybody's doing different things. So, you know, it's a beast to kind of teach what you're doing. You need to kind of go with the flow as you're going through, but it is fun to play the different asymmetrical characters as you're going through. There's a lot to explore in this game. So if you're looking for a lot of bang for your buck, Merchant Cove will be it. Number 3 is a game I thought would be number 1 on this list. And the top 3 are very, very close. And this one's going to be Unforgiven, the Lincoln Trial Assassination. And this is a great courtroom game. And this is the courtroom game to track down. I even like this. It plays a lot like, a little bit like the duel game from Seven Wonders, but I think this game is much better as you're going back and forth and trying to prove your side of the case. So if you're going to get one lawyer game, this is it, straight from a lawyer himself. This is a great experience to have, and I've had a blast with this one. I can pretty much pull this one out And as you're going through and uncovering what happened and how it went down, and you're looking at the witnesses and questioning the witnesses, this is a fantastic experience and has a historical drama to it that is just mind-boggling. So check this one out, Unforgiven. Number 2 is Final Girl. This might be my most played game of 2021. I have played this game a lot. And it's all about being in a horror movie and chasing down the final girl and trying to survive when that bad guy is coming after you. Now, there's all kinds of different bad guys in this game. They're all different kind of scenarios you can play, and they all kind of mix and match. I would love to have more. Please bring me more, because I'm having a blast with this one. It is a solo-only game. I guess you could play with a couple people if you wanted to make the decisions together and make it more of a cooperative experience, but it is a solo game by design. But it has blown my mind and been a very interesting and fun experience, and one I keep going back to over and over again. My number 1 game of 2021 is Bitoku. I love this game, and I love heavy Euro games. And heavy Euro games are just my vibe. And when they're good, they're good. They can spark out and not be as good, and maybe not. We don't like all of them, of course, but this is one that has beautiful artwork, beautiful components. It's got easy actions that you take in a given turn, but those actions, like things branch out, strategies and points kind of branch out of what you want to do. And you definitely will get better at this game. And every time you play, there are different strategies to go through. What else more could you ask for in a deep, heavy Euro game, right? So Bitoku will be one. I would say that one is more for the faint of heart. You're going to need to be somebody that's strong in Euro games and don't mind that kind of complexity. Final Girl was number 2. That's a solo-only experience. And number 3 was a 2-player only game, the Unforgiven experience. So those are all different types of games, right? And you go through this list, you're like, there's a ton of different kind of games that we played. I hope you find one that you like. If you agree, disagree with the list, please comment below, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.